Hi everyone, it's Smitha. Welcome back. Diwali, or the Festival of Lights, is one of India's biggest festivals, and I came up with this very elegant look for it. I kept the skin looking very natural, very skin-like, dewy and fresh, and I went with a glam eye look paired with a beautiful lip. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and now without further ado, let's begin. I'm starting to prep my skin, and I'm going to be first using the Indeed Labs Hydroluron Moisture Serum. The main purpose of this is to replenish the skin's moisture level while diminishing the dullness and uneven skin tones. And for around the eyes, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Illuminating Eye Cream. This is a brightening eye cream that combines the benefits of an eye serum and an eye cream. While the eye cream moisturizes around the eyes, it's also going to stop some of that cakiness that you might get from a concealer or anything that you apply around the eyes. Next, as a primer, I'm going to be using the Milani Glow Drops Radiance Boosting Serum. If there's one product I'd recommend for you to get a dewy look, then it's this one. I'm just taking a few drops and applying it all over my face to get that healthy lit from within kind of a glow. It's not heavy at all, and it leaves your skin looking very fresh and hydrated. And to hydrate my lips, I'm going to be using the Milani Rose Lip Balm. Rather than going with a heavy foundation, I decided to settle for the Milani Hydrating Skin Tint, and I'm using the shade 250, which is medium. This gives your skin a very healthy glow and has a sheer to light coverage. It melts into your skin and gives you that ultra dewy finish. While it does that, it still covered some of the uneven skin tone that I have. Because this product is so thin, I would recommend using either a brush or apply with your fingertips, because if you use a sponge, sometimes when the product is this thin, the sponge tends to absorb majority of the product. To add some dimension to this look, I'm going to be using the ColourPop Concealer in 200N, which is a deeper shade of concealer, to contour my face. By contouring, you're creating natural shadows to create that depth in the face that gives the dimension. So I'm going to use it in areas where I naturally have that shadow in my face, especially in the hollows as well as in my jawline. So that's where the shadows are naturally casted. All I'm doing here is enhancing it. And for concealer, I'm using my favorite, the Milani Concealer in the shade 145. With this, I'm going to cover my dark circles, and I also use this for highlighting, so I'll be using it in the highest planes of my face. Now, to blend out the concealer, I always prefer to use a damp sponge as opposed to a brush. I don't know, there's something about dabbing with a brush around my eyes is not okay with me, so I prefer a sponge because it's softer. For blush, I'm going to be using Spot Me. This is from My 2 Cents Light and Blush Sticks Kit from ColourPop. This is a cream blush and very easily adds a natural flush to your cheeks. Again, the point is to keep everything looking as natural and fresh as possible today, and so I'm going to be using as many cream products as possible. For highlighter, again, I'm using a cream product. This is Minted, again from ColourPop. This again is from My 2 Cents Kit. Nice thing about a cream highlighter is it never looks chunky. Some powder highlighters can start to look very powdery and chunky, and you will avoid that with a cream highlighter. It almost gives you that glow from within, inner goddess glow, and also looks very dewy, so overall gives you a fresh look. While I like to keep my skin looking very natural, I still need to set in a few places where I tend to crease. So I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Fresh Wear Powder in 250, which is Radiant Sand, just to set in those areas, mostly around my eyes and in the T-zone. And I'm doing it very lightly. And then to lock my base makeup in, I'm going to be using the Hailey's Refresh Setting Spray. This will set the face and lock everything in so the makeup doesn't move. For my brows, I'm going to be using the Edge Precision Brow Pencil. This is from House Labs, and I'm using the shade Dark Brown. This has a micro tip, and I absolutely love that, and it's highly pigmented and it's very precise. All I'm going to be doing is drawing hair-like strokes in sparse areas and keeping my brows looking as natural as possible. Today's eye makeup is going to be easy but glam. I'm starting with this black eye pencil by House Labs. I'm going to be using this in my waterline as well as lash line. When you want a quick smoky eye, this is the fastest way to do it. Start with a black kohl liner and then smudge it and then use an eyeshadow, which exactly is what I will be doing. Using a small flat shader brush, this is from Coastal Scents, I'm going to start smudging this black kohl liner. I'm going to be using a new eyeshadow palette by Colourpop. This is called Lucky Penny. And as you can see, this is perfect and very apt for the season. All the colors are very warm. With a small blending brush, I'm going to dip into Bullion, which is a deep shade of brown. And I'm going to mostly use this to intensify the outer corner and slowly start blending it towards the inner corner. So it's going to be deepest in the outer corner and it'll form that ombre of colors as it comes to the inner corner of the lid. And because it's already diffused from a deeper shade to a lighter shade, it's very easy to blend in any other eyeshadow that you will be using in the inner corner or the center of the lid. With the same brush, I'm going to dip into Coin, which is a warm terracotta with an orange undertone eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using it in the inner half, blending it out with the eyeshadow that we just used in the outer half. And then I'm also going to be using this eyeshadow in my lower lash line, diffusing out and smoking out the eye pencil that we used earlier. And now to add that glam to this look, I'm going to be using this majestic shade of gold called Favor. This is a shimmer shade and I'm going to be applying it with a flat shader brush. This is a dry brush. However, if you want to wet your brush, you can most definitely do so or also apply with your finger. Using shiny objects, I'm going to highlight my brow bone as well as inner corners. It's time to finish up, so I'm going to be using some mascara and lashes. For mascara, I'm going to be using this one from Wet n Wild. It was the collab with Bretman Rock. And for lashes, I'm going to be using the Tati lashes in Rich AF. These lashes are so glam, at the same time they wing out, so they don't cover much of your lid space. If you have hooded eyes, I would highly recommend these lashes. It looks so beautiful and so glam, but still you can see through them and see your eye makeup. And here is the completed eye look. Before I chose a lip shade, I wanted to put on my outfit and earrings to see how this look will come together. And then I decided to use the Colourpop Luxe Velvet Lipstick in On a Roll. I decided to go with a very small bindi, but if you want a larger one, if that's your preference, go for it. And with my hair, I did a half up, half down, just keeping the entire look very classy and elegant. And here is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please thumbs up if you did. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing if you want to watch more videos like these. Do check out the description box for all the products that I used today, along with my social media links in case you plan to follow me there. And I hope you do. Happy Diwali to everybody. I love you guys so much. And I will see you soon with a brand new one. Bye guys.